Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Mosun Oluwusi.
Yes.
Hopefully I said that correctly. So she's a neuroscientist from Howard University.
That's correct.
And so she's never been in an Uber before in her life. And Kismet brought us together. And so we're about to do a Bitcoin for Introverts quick interview with the good doctor. Introduce yourself and tell us what kind of awesomeness you do.
Okay, again, my name is Mosun Oluwusi. I'm a neurologist at Howard University Hospital. I subspecialize in neurorehab, and I am hopefully doing a good job at educating future doctors and other healthcare practitioners.
So you're like a clinician and a professor?
Yes.
What do you teach?
Medicine, but the focus is neurology. Practice of neurology.
So in neuroscience, what are the latest trends that you're seeing?
Well, okay, so I would say the grand thing that, was my focus in my fellowship was that, years ago, the thought was that once someone unfortunately has an injury to the nervous system, that, that's it. You basically are at whatever level you're at the time of injury, and maybe would get worse. But there are studies that show that there's neuromodulation. The nervous system is very plastic, that you can have some improvement with some neurophysiologic therapies and other exercises through physical therapy and other rehab modalities.
So when you have traumatic brain injuries, PTSD, you're able to actually rehab the brain?
Yeah, well, that's what there's some studies on, like using transcranial magnetic stimulation to treat PTSD.
She just said an X-Man word. I'm sorry, fuck that. She's going back to Wakanda for you guys.
Wakanda forever, that's right.
Yeah, so to treat PTSD or depression, or to improve weakness that persons unfortunately sustain after a stroke. Yes.
Excellent. So are there any general tips that you can give people for improving their mental health? Or not their mental health, but they're improving, their mental health.
Actually, mental health is part of it.
Yeah, and just their brain. I don't know if you can exercise your brain like a muscle.
You can exercise your brain like a muscle.
So well, give us a couple of tips for exercising our brain like a muscle.
Keeping your muscle or your brain active, like doing exercises, all that you hear on the news or on TV, by doing crossword puzzles, reading regularly, that helps.
Okay.
Even hobbies, exercises, all of that.
So I spend a lot of time on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter.
Okay.
Is that good for my brain or bad for my brain?
I don't know, depending on what you're watching on YouTube. If you're learning something, you're exercising somewhat, I guess it's a bit more passive than some other activities that you could do. But yeah, I would say actually using your brain to, do something actively would be better.
Brilliant. So even though the sun is now behind you, giving you a crown here on this video, tell whoever's watching this, if they want to stalk you online to keep track of your studies and research and the awesomeness you're doing with your Black Girl Magic in the neuroscience space, how can they do that?
Okay, it's so funny that you mentioned at the start of this that this is for introverts. So I'm working on my social media presence. I would have to say you can email me. No. I'm very old school. Yeah, LinkedIn, Doximity. You can find me on LinkedIn and Doximity.
Okay, say your name and spell it for us one more time.
Okay, so it's Mosun Mola Oluwusi. That's MosunMolaOyawusi.
So, Dr. Oluwusi, thank you very much for
indulging
us.
With you all.
She doesn't know it, but what am I doing? On June 4th, we're going to be at the UN for the Blockchain for Impact. It's our inaugural kickoff. So last year the UN created the UN Sustainable Goals. One of them was including introducing blockchain to the masses. And so we're going to invite Dr. Oluwusi to come join us there. She's going to be very excited to get an invitation, because as an introvert, she's going to love talking to 300 or 400 of her other fellow doctors in a very small, intimate setting.
Very small.
Along with Sean Sean Mannion, who will also be there. So stay tuned. Have a great, wonderful week.